Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Question for you. When you go visit another country, a foreign country, and you see a protest, do you go and join it? I don't. And I'm pretty sure you don't. You don't go to another country to visit as a tourist to get involved in something you don't even know, and besides that was not your assignment or your goal. Correct? Correct. Now, in order for you to be a foreign national in another country and get involved in that country's protests that are violent, you must be something else, not a tourist. What do you think you would qualify as? Can you have some terms? You are an agent of a foreign country. Would that qualify? Is it a possibility? Yep. You are a foreign agent of another country. Would that qualify? Yep. You are a foreign agent of another country. Would that qualify? Yes. Any other than the three I already mentioned? That's the most probable qualification you have if you are in another country and you participate in a riot or in a demonstration. You must be involved in something else. There's some other options. I gave you the same on three things, okay? But this is the most obvious answer. Not necessarily the true one, okay? But Iran wants to be a free country in its own, sovereign and so on. There are many countries who don't want that to happen. And they've been trying to destroy the current government of Iran from 1979. Correct? Is that when the Iranian Revolution was? Hey, do you know how Mr. Ayatollah Khomeini came to Tehran? He didn't fight over there. He was not in Iran when that occurred, I remember, or something. He was not residing in Iran. Do you know where his residence was? Paris, the city of light. How come? Well, you ask me, I ask you, and we know how come. So this guy has been trying to destabilize that country, Iran, for some time. Good reasons, bad reasons is none of your business. That's their country, that's their culture, their system, okay? Nevertheless, this guy's been trying. So let's see what's going on here in Iran. 40 foreign citizens arrested in the anti-governmental riots in Iran. So this article comes from Al Mayadeen, and this is the title. So 40 foreign citizens arrested in the anti-governmental riots in Iran. Now you can say, well, things are a little bit different there, There's some guys from Iraq, maybe living in Iran, maybe from Syria, they just happen to be there, and they actually live in Iran. I'm ready to accept that, and probably that's the case as well. But we're going to find out that maybe those 40 are not necessarily, people from the area, if you know, but maybe from a little bit further to the west, you go west, and even if you cross the Atlantic a little bit further, I don't know, I'm just saying. I suspect that to be the case, though. Iranian judiciary spokesperson Masoud Setayeshi asserted that 40 foreign nationals were arrested during the illegitimate anti-government riots in Iran, according to Iranian state television. Do they lie? Possible. Are they telling the truth? Possible. All right? But I tend to believe that those riots are not functioning because people say, hey, the 22-year-old did not deserve this, and this is this. And I don't think it would expand that fast with that magnitude for that kind of event. Because if that would be the case, United States could have had riots, I don't know, every other week. Because things like this sometimes happen. And you don't know if that woman, the 22-year-old, was killed by these guys, had really a heart attack because she was scared shitless. I have no idea. I want to start an investigation, conduct it, find who's who, what's what, and punished. This will not happen in Iran, it seems like. Or maybe it happens. I don't know. But I think that should be the course. You don't go and break stuff, other people's property, to hurt what? The government? That's not the way you do it here. Remember, work within the system. All right? Don't do it unless there are certain connections between the politicians and the rioters, and then they can riot like they did in 2020, right? With the George Floyd thing, and you know how that ended up, and we found the guilty ones. All right, so the riots witnessed in Iran as of recent have unveiled plans drawn by the country's enemies, whose true intentions were exposed when they ordered killing and terror, he said in a press conference. Okay, well, let's see what this guy is saying. Satayesh advised rioters to read some history and see how the Iranian people deal with terrorists, adding that the people today are calling on the state to firmly confront the terrorists, murderers, economy disruptors, as well as media terrorists who are seeking the destruction of Iran. Remember, like in any society, those 3,000, 10,000, 50,000, 1 million people who riot do not necessarily represent the rest of the country, the population, okay? Those show up, they do that. So if you have here, let's say 15,000, and I give a big number, 15,000 protesters, that's 15,000. You don't know if the rest is against them. Do you want the rest to show up in the street and beat these guys up? Or is that how it works in a civilized society? Or you stay home and you hope that those guys will not be violent. Protest. 100%. But then, it's a point beyond which you lose sympathy from the society. Because society doesn't want to rock the boat. It depends how the society is formed. There are many variables. But I'm just saying, do you want that to happen? You want to be Iraq? Because you're going to be Iraq. The same thing, if things happen in Iran, I will call them rioters, okay? Not protesters, because they just crossed that line. If those rioters succeed in doing whatever, change the thing things in Iran, Iran will be Iraq or Syria or Libya. You want that? Think of the alternative. It could be better, that's true, but not with these people, because these people have the same guys in the back that created those countries as they are right now. They are the doers of the current Iraq, fantastic right now, Libya, fantastic right now. You don't want to end up like that. You have to figure it out on your own, without that. That's how these guys build countries and societies. Those two examples. Go and watch them and see how great it is to live in Libya and Iraq right now. You say, well, in Iran is bad, blah, blah. Could be, but figure it out within your country. Don't let yourself being the slaves of others and let others dictate how you live. Look what the reconstructed Iraq looks like. And then you see if you want to be like that, because you're going to be like that. Anyway, World Bank and the other guys going to show up to help reconstruct your country. Yeah. On Sunday, Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi warned the US and its allies against supporting the riots in Iran, stressing that doing so will be against their interest. On October 2nd, Iran Shura Council confirmed that over 45,000 foreign intelligence service persons were behind the riots. I don't believe that one, for instance. I've been around the block a few times, and I don't think that's 45,000 foreign intelligence service persons were behind the riots, mostly from Western countries, adding that it possesses evidence to back its claim. Well, I would like to see the 45,000. On October 19, the Iranian Fars news agency said the German embassy played a role in igniting the riots in the country. I do believe that. And embassy officials held meetings with officials of a number of other European embassies to expand the conflict and tensions in Iran. So these guys were arresting 40 foreign nationals, and they claim that they confirm that over 45,000 foreign intelligence right here. I mean, maybe you read it differently. Come on, Jesus Christ. 45,000 foreign intelligence service persons. It's kind of a lot. Yeah, but even if you put it in the context of the population of Iran, which I think is 80 million or something, it's 45. It's not impossible whatsoever. And since this is a different area than Europe, I can tell you in Europe that it's an impossibility. I'm 100% certain about that. But over there, I have no idea if, how the way of, how do you call it in English? I don't know how you call it in English. To get these guys to work for you. All right. In Romanian language is a different term anyway. So to racolezi, So anyway, you get these people. You can get 45,000. Well, anyway, over there at the 80 million. And how do they estimate as 45,000? I have no idea. I mean, you can get communication, you can get insiders and so on, but 45,000, if there's 45,000, how big are the riots? 2 million at one time? I don't care. I don't think it's going to be 45. All of them are just foreign intelligence agents right there. Okay? But hey, they say the Germans did it, among others, and I had some other articles that I read regarding Germany, France, the foreign attaché to over there as well, and Great Britain, like always. I didn't read United States there, but why wouldn't they? It's the frenzy. Why not? We gotta go. As Biden said, we will. You remember what he said? We will. He didn't say we'll change. We will help them change or something. We will. So they're working at it. They've been working for some time anyway. Years and years. Since they overthrew the government, the Western-supported government of Reza Pahlavi, right? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart. Another regime change failed so far. Stay strong, stay smart. Look for the truth and be just.